Today we're doing another story time vlog, one that may chill you to the bone. Not really, but it does come with a good moral to the story, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So a few years ago, when I was on probably one of my first cruises, I was cruising out of New Orleans. Now, the way I book my cruises, I book them like a year or more in advance. And that way, I've kind of got things figured out. No matter what life throws at me, I get things paid off. I'm going to get there no matter what. I'll have plane tickets as soon as I can get them. I'll have my cruise paid off early, and I'll get a hotel already set up. But to tell the story right, I kind of need to set the scene that was before the trip. So I had gotten a job at a furniture company where my basic job was I moved furniture all day long. It wasn't the most glamorous, fun job in the world, but it was something that I did pretty well. Now, when I got hired at this job, I told them I have some cruises coming up. And the owner of the company said, well, that's fine, but just know you don't have any vacation. And the way he said it, it was like, okay, he wanted me to cancel my cruise, which is something I would never, ever do. Ever. My cruise was a few months after my start date, so a few weeks before the cruise, I reminded everybody, hey, I'm going on this cruise. And the owner of the company still acted a little shaky about it, kind of like, how are you going to make it if you don't have any money coming in? This is going to really hurt you. And I told him, hey, I've got everything paid off. I've got everything caught up. I'm not behind on my bills. I'm okay. I can miss a week. And I don't think he liked my answer. So the way we decided we were going to work this vacation was my wife and mother-in-law were going to just come pick me up at work, and we were going to go from there. The idea being we were going to just save as much time as possible by just hitting the road right after work. Well, plans never really seem to go as you want them to. So the owner of the company was still annoyed that I was going on this cruise. So he packed up the day with every delivery that he could do. They could have delivered things before this and after this day, but they decided to pack it up all in the day that I was working and I had to leave, as quick as possible. So, I was moving whole households kind of stuff. It was crazy. So the more and more that I worked, the more tired I was. Moving furniture is a very taxing job. And so I knew that we were making a mistake by trying to drive basically overnight to get into New Orleans. So I called my wife and we talked about it. We knew that Oklahoma City was roughly 12 hours away from New Orleans if you're counting for like stops and stuff like that. So we had this idea that my wife and my mother-in-law were going to take the first shifts driving. That would give me some time to sleep and rest up, and then I could drive us into New Orleans. I liked that idea, and I thought, this'll work. Again, let's go back to what I said about best plans not working out. So I got off of work. We jump in the car. We shoot off. We're driving to Louisiana, and I am really excited about this trip. This was a cruise that was kid-free, and we were going to have a good time. So as we're driving, our route is going to take us through Oklahoma, down through Texas, and into Louisiana. Well, what I didn't account for is I'm not a light sleeper. I'm a heavy sleeper. I fall asleep very quickly, typically, unless if there is stuff going on like music and people talking, it's a little harder for me to sleep. And I didn't account for this when it came for this trip. So while we're going down the road, my wife had packed me a pillow and a blanket. That way I could just snuggle up and, as we're driving down the road. And that was a great plan. My wife is very thoughtful. But the thing that I didn't account for was the fact that they were going to talk and have music playing, and I just could not sleep. And I think also, the excitement. I'm on vacation. This is going to be so much fun. I was just hyped, and so I couldn't sleep. And so before I know it, it's like 1 a.m. and my wife has drove for a long time. My mother-in-law has drove for a long time, and it's now my turn. And I've gotten like no rest. So I get up there in the front seat and I'm like, okay, we're still in Texas, but we're close to Louisiana. So I'm like, I can do this. And so immediately I do the things that you do, like to kind of like make yourself uncomfortable so you don't get like, too tired while you're driving. And what I did was, I turned the air up a little where it's going to be a little too cold. And then I also put the music on a station that I kind of like had a little beat to it, And so I was kind of doing this while I was driving. Yeah. And that worked for a while. So as I'm driving, my mother-in-law falls asleep. My wife falls asleep. It's just me and my thoughts. And that's never good. And we're getting near to Shreveport. Now, honestly, I haven't been driving for that long, but still I'm super tired. And to this day, I don't quite know what happened. And this is just so insane. So here I am driving, and suddenly there is an alligator in the road. Okay. I swerve as hard as possible to miss this alligator. We fly into the other medium. Luckily, there's no cars around. Like, this is middle of the night. We're in like swampland. So this alligator's in the road. I swerve to miss it. I wake everyone up. They're freaking out because they think that I fell asleep at the wheel. And I tell them, no, I didn't fall asleep. I did not fall asleep. There was an alligator in the road. And they just look at me. An alligator. And so I lost it. I was like, did I fall asleep? I didn't know what happened. I have never seen an alligator in the road before. I don't know if it's common. I have no clue if that's a common thing or not. So we're just getting into Shreveport at this time, and I go ahead and I pull over at the first gas station I find. I get some food and like energy drinks. I come out with like 6 energy drinks, and I'm like carrying all this stuff because I just do not want to fall asleep again. And my mother-in-law was very worried about me. She convinced I fell asleep, and she drove for a little bit longer. I was able to get some rest, and I drove us the rest of the way into New Orleans, which was good. The sad part about all of this is we didn't need to get there that day. Like, we were getting in town early, which is great because I highly recommend getting into town for your cruise a lot earlier than the day of. But I had plans with friends to party in New Orleans, and we were going to make that happen. We weren't going to miss it for nothing. So I do have some funny stories about me and my good friend Thomas Kennedy, who is also my co-host over at Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. We kind of touched on this story some, and I will talk about this in a future video. So to wrap things up, make sure that you give yourself plenty of time when you are going to your cruise or trying to get to your destination, or you could find yourself in a very dangerous situation. So I do got a very big announcement to make. My good friends Josh and Amanda from Have Luggage Will Travel definitely go over there, check out their YouTube page. They were my 100th subscriber. They sent me a text message yesterday letting me know that they were my 100th subscriber. Thank you guys so much. It's been an amazing journey so far. We've only been at this for a month. I have so much fun making this random content, and I hope you guys enjoy the videos as well. If you too want to be my best friend, then all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and we are best friends forever. You can check out my social media down below as well, and yeah, then there's no stopping us. So again, thank you, Josh and Amanda over at Have Luggage Will Travel. That is all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, my name is Trevor Shelby, but most importantly, know that you are significant, you matter, and you are loved. I'll see you all next time. See ya.